Good morning, Notre Dame, and welcome to this week's NDP Live video announcements. I'm Gabe Garcia.
And I'm Ava Cavanis. This is actually a very special edition of NDP Live video announcements. That's because it's Gabe and I's last time anchoring. We will save the tears and goodbyes for the end, but we have an exciting announcement.
That's right, Ava. Don't worry, Martin and Carlo will be on for next week for their final video. But we're ready to announce those who will be taking over our positions next year. Your head anchors will be Colin Short, Claire Halibu, Izzy DeBlasi, and Shane Marshall. Evan Morozevich and Carter Calvett will deliver all of your sports highlights.
And I'm super excited to announce our next president and vice president of NDP Live. For president, Cameron Eskew will take the reins. She's the first female to lead NDP Live, and Wesley Rodwin will take over Gabe's spot as vice president. Congrats to you both.
They will certainly do a great job. And just so you know, there will be more to come as we make further announcements on who will be NDP Live contributors and producers for the show. Now, let's move on to the major headlines you need to know.
For those who made it to prom, it was a night to remember.
Wow, Ava, look at you cutting it up on the dance floor.
Thanks, Gabe. Look at that suit you were wearing. Wow, both you and Martin were on fire. We also can't forget the cutest couple of them all, Carlo and Jules.
Yeah. You both looked amazing. Now to some special recognitions. Many from our NDP Live crew won top awards at last week's Senior Awards. Martin Hammond won the Saints Pride Award. Jacob Weatherall won the Saints STEM Award. The Saints Spirit of Courage Award went to Jules Moore. And no surprise here, Carlo Lanza won the Mathematics Department Award. And our very own Duke Fry was picked to receive the Mater Dei Award. Way to go, seniors!
It has been a busy end to the school year, especially for seniors. Here are some additional reminders about what is happening. The Desert Dreams Auction Fashion Show will take place on May 14th. Senior Finals, May 16th through 18th. May 19th is Baccalaureate Mass. And finally, NDP's commencement ceremony will be on May 20th. Underclassmen, finals for you will be May 23rd through the 25th.
Now, to a special shout out to our very own NDP Esports team. They actually go by the name NDP Saints Racers. Robert Olson, Will Starr, Travis Sullivan, Cody Terrace, and Jose Velasquez Robles are all on the team. And get this, they recently beat the number 3 team in the Pacific region. Congrats to you all, and be sure to go to speak to Ms. Strolick if you're interested in joining the esports team.
Looking for a summer job? Then listen up. NDP's operations team is looking to hire multiple students to help with tasks from around the campus. From the start of June to the beginning of the new school year in August, you'll be helping staff like Mr. Dobbins with jobs like carrying debris, scraping floor tiles, and moving heavy furniture. You must be at least 15 years old and be able to lift at least 50 pounds. The pay is $15 per hour, up to 40 hours per week. If interested, email Mr. Logia at jlogia@ndpsaints.org.
That's pretty cool. If you work for the entire summer and do the math, that's about $5,000.
Wow.
All right, it's time for some sports news.
It's now time for your NDP Sports Highlights. I'm Duke Fry. Varsity Baseball is in the playoffs after winning the last 4 games of the regular season. They beat St. Mary's 10-0 on Saturday in the first round, but lost to South Point Catholic 7-6 on Monday in the quarterfinals. Softball got in the playoffs after beating Saguaro 6-4. They lost to South Point Catholic in the first round. Boys lacrosse is in the playoffs after beating Pinnacle. They beat Perry in the first round 21-6 and Higley 14-9 in the quarterfinal. They played Desert Vista in the semifinal on Tuesday and lost 12-6. Congrats on a great season, boys. Girls lacrosse went up against Chaparral in the first round on Tuesday. They won in triple overtime, 9-8, and are now heading to the state championships. Beach volleyball got in the playoffs for the first time ever after the win over Northwest Christian. They beat ALA Gilbert 4-1 in the first round, but lost to Valley Christian in the quarterfinals. Track and field was at Horizon last week for Northeast Valley Championships. Boys tennis is in the playoffs after some wins before Easter break. They beat Williamsfield in the first round 5-1. Girls tennis is in the playoffs after dominating Prescott. They beat Saurita 5-1 in the first round. Number 15 seeded boys tennis knocked off number 2 Flagstaff last week to advance to the second round. Way to go, guys. We want to shine some light on our girls basketball teams. The All-Region Awards were announced recently. Our All-Region Offensive Player of the Year is Ava Pouts. Our All-Region First Team players are Charlotte Kelman and Ava Pouts. Our All-Region Second Team player is Sarah Evans, and our All-Region Honorable Mentions go to Olivia Franco, Lexi Good, Jessica Orund, and Peyton Riggins. Congrats to all of you.
It's now time for our favorite segment of the week, Saint of the Week. From football and soccer to lacrosse, basketball, and everything in between, students here at NDP work hard to be great athletes. But we love hearing stories of our students who are involved in sports outside of Notre Dame too. This gymnast is Sawyer Kreshock, and he's a sophomore at NDP. Since the 4th grade, Sawyer has made gymnastics his life, putting in countless hours at the gym.
Well, his work has paid off. Just recently, he competed at nationals and placed 9th. I think we can agree that this dude is definitely heading to the Olympics someday. So, congratulations, Sawyer. You're this week's Saint of the Week.
We now want to thank Black Rock Coffee at Thompson Peak and Bell for being NDP Live's official sponsor.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this week. Martin and Carla will be on next week to anchor and say their final goodbyes.
I will say that it is bittersweet. Even though we're so excited to graduate and move on to the next chapter in our lives, we will miss you guys, and we will miss NDP Live.
That's for sure. It's been a fun ride. Have a great week, Saints.